Today, we're going to be doing a deep dive on Poppy. So, who exactly is Poppy? Well, her real name is Mariah Rose Pereira, but goes under the pseudonym Poppy online, where she posts abstract performance art videos that either comment on or satirize in some way internet culture or just culture in general. Her videos have an eerie atmosphere and give off a feeling of uneasiness while watching them, as she's playing the role of Poppy, a human android persona. She's also a singer and has written many albums, some of which tie into the Poppy persona she portrays in her videos. Titanic Sinclair, who's the producer of her early videos and co-creator of the Poppy persona, has said that her videos can be described as a combination of Andy Warhol's pop accessibility, David Lynch's creepiness, and Tim Burton's zany comedic tone. There's three big ideas which I think can be applied to Poppy's work, which is pop culture, narratives, and symbolism. I think all three tie into one another and all apply to her videos, as her whole reason for posting these videos in the first place is to reflect and comment on culture through various narratives and symbolism. Her videos are very abstract and sometimes require multiple viewings to understand the underlying message she's portraying through the video, as you'll see in a moment. Firstly, this is a video called I Am an Important Artist, so I'll let the video play and then we'll discuss the underlying message after.
Hi, it's me, Poppy. Do you ever notice how they all say the same thing? They always have the same look in their eye. And they always make that same mean face. Well, guess what? I'm not taking it anymore. I don't like it when you say you want to watch the world burn. I don't want to watch the world burn. I'm being defiant. I'm being independent. I am an independent artist. I am an important artist, and I make art, and therefore my opinion matters.
Okay, so in this video, she starts off by critiquing people who hate on others for no reason and just want to watch the world burn, but Poppy wants none of that. She's telling people who critique her in her videos that she's an important artist and her opinion matters, and she's basically not going to let all the people who critique her bring her down, as her opinion alone on her videos is all that matters. This is bringing in the reflection of internet culture where trolls leave hateful comments on videos like Poppy's just because they don't understand what her videos are really saying, and this can really apply to culture as a whole, where people sometimes hate what they don't understand. The next video we're going to be looking at is called Do You Believe in the Internet? We're going to be doing the same thing as last time, where we let the video play and we're going to discuss it afterwards.
If it's on the internet, it's real. Do you believe in the internet? There's so many different social networks. What if I told you that there is a secret? My favorite thing about the internet is connecting. Do you believe in the future? What do I like more? Twitter or do I like Facebook more? Do you believe everything that's put in front of you? What do you think the people are going to say about Twitter in the future? It's funny being on the World Wide Web. Do you think you could live without Twitter for an entire day? The future is very, very strange to me.
So in this video, she talks about the internet and asks the audience if we believe everything we see on it. She asks if we believe in the future and discusses different social networks. She proceeds to ask which one is our favorite and if we could live without one for a day. She's critiquing internet culture just like the last video we watched, but going after a different part of internet culture. She's going after the lie that everything is real on the internet and social networks are the future. Obviously, not everything is real on the internet, and it's rather ironic coming from Poppy, as she's a character being played and portrayed as real, but isn't in reality. So the third video we're going to be watching is titled I Have Ideas. Same deal as last time, we're going to watch and then discuss.
I have so many ideas. I breathe new life into my telephone with every charge. My telephone defines me. When it is dead, so am I. The internet is fun because you can be anyone you want to be. I sometimes imagine a life without consequences. When the going gets tough, I just count to 10 and think about how wonderful the world is. I breathe new life into my telephone with every charge. My telephone defines me. When it is dead, so am I. Is it hot in here, or is it just Poppy? I have so many ideas.
Okay, so in this video, she has ideas, and I'm going to explain all of them to the best of my ability. Starting right off the bat, she says, I breathe new life into my telephone with every charge. My telephone defines me. When it is dead, so am I. This is going hard into the critique of society as a whole, where she says we're very much attached to our phones, so much so that when our phone is dead, we feel like we have lost that connection to the outside world and are therefore dead. When we charge our phone, we're breathing new life into it, so to speak, and are once again alive and connected to society through the internet. She then has a close-up of a Red Bull can, and then her drinking from said can, which can be interpreted as the many advertisements for sodas, fast food, and more that we're constantly bombarded with every time we go online on our phones. She then says another quote that's interesting, when the going gets tough, I just count to 10 and think about how wonderful the world is. This can be interpreted as a mask that people put on when focusing on their phones through something like social media, where arguments on there seem more important than the real world and to be held in a higher regard, and they can just count to 10 and think about how wonderful the world is. She then repeats herself with the same quote critiquing society's attachment to phones to really drive the point home, and then gives herself a compliment to end off the video to most likely point out the silliness of society's fixation on the self rather than the whole. To dig into why Poppy created these videos, I scoured the web for any interviews she may have done in the past, but I soon came to realize that Poppy rarely does interviews concerning her performance art videos, and mostly does interviews concerning her music, so I couldn't really find an actual video stating why she does this, but she did post a video called The Message in her Poppy persona concerning the messaging of her videos, and what the reasons for these videos are. Take a listen.
So many people ask me what's going on. I get an email almost every day. I get a tweet almost every day. I get an Instagram message almost every day. And they'll say the same thing. What is happening here, Poppy? I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what is happening. It's weird to me that we're all floating on a planet. I don't think that's ever going to make any sense. So what's in the message? What do they mean in the message? I'm starting to wonder what is in the message.
So we can't really glean anything from this video other than the fact that Poppy's persona doesn't really know what the message is. But I think if you watch a few of her videos in a row like we have, the messaging becomes pretty clear. She's critiquing the internet and society as a whole through an avatar, this Poppy. Poppy is a strange and somewhat mysterious figure concerning her performance art videos, as she can sort of fall within an uncanny valley type situation in our mind, where we always feel like something is off with her. But her style of performance art videos is actually genius in my opinion. It gets people talking and theorizing about the messaging of each of her videos, which makes people think about the world and the culture they live and participate in more, which I think is really the goal of her work. Thank you.